Hello Virgo, it's Lisa from Soul Searcher Tarot. How are you guys doing today? I'm going to be doing your June 2020 general reading. It's general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. And if you do enjoy the reading, you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And what else? Oh yeah, if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it and you get to come back again. And if you have been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Alright. I'm going to be doing 9 cards. It's past, present, future. I'll clarify with a different deck, and then we'll pull some cards from the universe, from source, just to see if there's any advice that can be offered to you. Alright. Wow. Alright. Let's get started. Oops. Okay. Alright, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Cups, Justice, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Eight of Pentacles. Alright, let's see what we can find out first. Alright. So if you're coming into this month as like the King of Pentacles feeling, this energy, he does not have to be male or female. It's just the energy that you may be projecting about him. So, very stable, very controlled in your feelings. You're disciplined, trustworthy, that type of feeling. And you may be going through a spiritual awakening, possibly considering a shift in another situation. Now the Hierophant, he can represent marriage. He can represent traditional values. But then you have the Two of Swords here. And now this is a situation where you are not seeing things for what they are. And you have to make a decision based on what you feel. So I'm feeling like you are making a decision away from your traditions, away from your natural inclinations. Or again, it could be a spiritual awakening. But then right after that Two of Swords, the decision that you're going to have to make, you have the Eight of Cups, and that shows you moving away from a situation that you've worked hard for, that you put a lot of time and effort into. If it just doesn't serve you anymore, so that feels more like a situation to me. That's something that you have practiced in your life, whether it regards to your family or your work even, but you're thinking about changing something. And you're working on walking away from it. But then you have to have logic and you have to be logical about it. You can't just make this decision blind, like this Two of Swords energy is kind of requiring you to. You have to be logical about it. It could be very important, whatever it might be. And then, and there's possible there's, like I said, it's possibly it could be a marriage also. But it just feels like a way of life. Like you're already where you need to be, but now you want to change it up a little bit. Because then right after that you walked away from it, and then you went and used your logic. So wherever that decision was, you decided to go back and use some logic about it and make it a just decision. And you got the Ten of Pentacles. Now this is your, oops, can you see that? Okay. Got the Ten of Pentacles, where this is you being possibly economically where you need to be, or you have a legacy to bring to your generations that will precede you. Yeah. So whatever you might be making, you creating a business, changing a life course, but when you come to this decision that you are going to make, it will affect generations to continue. That's weird. It just popped into my head about marrying and changing a religion, converting into somebody else's religion because you're getting married. Interesting. And then you have the Five of Pentacles down here, and you're feeling like left out in the cold a little bit. And you're feeling like you didn't, that maybe you're at a loss. But then I see Temperance, and she's telling you, you know, you need to be patient. You need to have balance. Don't rush things. And then right after that, you got this Eight of Pentacles, and this shows me that you're working hard towards something. You're definitely working hard towards something and trying to be meticulous about it. So if, just per se, you are changing religions, converting to somebody else's religion, that would make sense, because you would have to, everything that you knew, you may have to change. This, I mean, that seems really specific. I know it's not going to, obviously not going to be for everybody. It may be just a handful of people that'll even get it, but yeah, I feel like that was definitely something. You're changing something about your life that is traditional, and you're having a hard time making the decision because you're not seeing things clearly. But you're moving away from something, and then you decide to go back and look at it again and try to use balance and everything, and it's going to affect your generation, or your generations, or what comes after you, say. And maybe what you're trying to do, or what you're trying to learn, is leaving you a little bit frustrated, or just feeling like you can't get a hold of it. And then Temperance is there just saying, just be patient. Everything works out in its own time. And you're working hard, so you're definitely trying to put effort into it. Now let's see if we can get some clarifications on this. Who's this King of Pentacles? What can I do with the King of Pentacles? Oops. Alright, we got the Nine of Staffs. Alright, so this is, he's feeling like he feels almost like he's gone over it and gone over it, defended it, fought for it, worked hard for it, whatever the case might be, but, you know, and he almost wants to give up. So maybe it's just the whole situation. Let's get one more card for him. Oops. Then we got the Strength card. Alright? And that is a period where if you are going to do what this is, you're going to need the strength. You're going to need the patience and the strong heart, the strong mind, the strength to keep defending the situation. Don't give up on it, because it's possibly something very, very important to you. What about the Hierophant? What can he tell us about this? What about the Hierophant? 10 of Staffs. All right. So yeah, if you're going to be giving up something that's important to you traditionally, or the way things have always been, it's a burden that you're carrying. You know, maybe it feels like a burden to you because you're thinking about giving it up, or it feels like a burden to give it up. What about this Two of Swords? Let me find out about Two of Swords. Alright, well, we got the Two of Coins and the Four of Cups. Well, that's trying to juggle a situation and feeling distraught that you didn't get what you thought you were going to get from the situation, or you're bored with the situation, and you're juggling. And that's where the Two of Swords energy is like saying you have to make a decision, and you're not really happy about it, or just it's not an easy decision. Maybe rock in a hard place kind of feeling. Just so you are juggling, and you know, this apathy kind of Four of Cups feeling. You just feel like you lost out on something and you should have got more, or not even, but you just feel like you don't have everything that you were going to have to make this decision, possibly. But let's see about this Eight of Cups. Alright, the Five of Staffs. You're going to have conflict. Just moving on with whatever it is you wanted to move on with. There's definitely going to be conflict. Now that might be with family, it might be with friends, it might be with another person that is, you know, special to you. It might be in your own mind. I mean, you're just conflicted about moving on, or changing up on what you were going to change up. Oops. Alright, we got the Three of Coins and the Justice and the High Priestess. So the Justice was there, the Three of Coins came up, and this is going to tell you about collaboration and teamwork and asking for help when you need something. And the High Priestess is all about intuition, like going within and feeling how you feel about the situation. And that's what you're going to have to do to be able to make the proper decision for you. You have to go within and find out what it means for you. So you're not like giving up everything that you believe in for somebody else's beliefs, or just not putting the whole thought into it. What about this Ten of Pentacles? What can you tell me about this? Alright, Six of Staffs. Alright, that is... when you do come to this, and, you know, you see where it's going to take you, and you feel strongly about it, you're going to get recognized for it. Like, again, probably with your family, with your friends. Something that you need to take ownership of. Because, like I said, it feels like it's just going to be something that's going to change generations full of you. Or, you know what I mean? Just, you know, your children, their children's children, that kind of feeling. It's like something in that sense. All right, what about this Five of Pentacles? What can you tell me about that? Okay, Ten of Cups. And the Page of Cups. All right, you're just going to have to utilize the emotions and the feelings that you have to get through that left out feeling, that I'm not getting this feeling, or, you know, something that's being left behind feeling. All right? Because you're going to have to use the emotions. You're going to have to use... You have to be receptive. You're going to have to be understanding. And you're going to have to open up to a whole new relationship. Now, temperance. Curtains are blowing in. What do you got to tell me about temperance? I'm sorry if you can hear my phone, but it's all the way over there. Alright. Well, like temperance, she's going to ask you, but you're going to need balance. And this is going to provide you balance. So once you have that balance, and then you start working hard for what you're aiming to do, that'll balance out itself. And you have to find peace with it. I got the 5 of coins. And the Page of Swords. Alright. On top of the 8 of Pentacles, we did have the 5 of Coins. And we got the Page of Swords. So the way that feels to me is that you will start doing the work that's needed and being immaculate and what you need to do. Shh. I am so sorry. Right. Get out. Get out. Go. Go. Now, you go. Go. I'm so sorry, my dogs. They heard a neighbor dog and they just lost their minds. But, alright. So even though while you're working hard to get what you need to do, you're still going to have that little bit of at a loss feeling. But I don't think it'll last very long at all. You have the Page of Swords, and it's a young feeling of being ready to take a hold of what it is that you're trying to do. It's a very young feeling of being ready. Alright, let's see. Now what can the universe tell you today? Oh, wow. Alright, we got the Strength card, Magician, and the 6 of Cups. Very interesting. Alright. It's telling you to look into your past. Think about things the way they were, the way they could be. You're having memories, and that's good, because those will help you manifest what you need to do with whatever the situation is, and to keep continuing using your strength to be able to do what's needed to do. And you have the energy, you have the strength, you have the resourcefulness to be able to do what it is that you're choosing to do. All right, I'm sorry about all the interruptions. I hope you enjoyed the video, though. If you can give me a thumbs up, a share, subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to write me a comment, I'd love to hear from you, okay? And I will see you again in July. You take care now.